what have we here? Looks like it's Jeopardy for the Nintendo Wii. This is game 28 of my run for it. And my 27 game total is $1,050,000. Game 27 was part of my $1 million special for Jeopardy for the Wii, which also
Jeopardy.
happens to be the last time that I played this game.
Please welcome our contestants. Player 1, Player 2, Player 3, and now, here is the host of Jeopardy, Alex Trebek.
Thanks, Johnny. Welcome to Jeopardy, everyone.
Thank
Good
you,
luck.
Alex.
Here we go
I'm
into
ready
the
to
Jeopardy
play
round.
it. I'm ready to add on my $1,050,000.
And we have one daily double awaiting you
And our
in
categories
these
for the Jeopardy round are
IHOP,
as follows.
Grammy winners,
IHOP.
in the bookstore,
In the bookstore.
cakes, world geography, and under the sea.
See in quotation marks.
Player 1, where
Cakes
do we
for
start?
200.
In earlier days, this evil-sounding chocolate cake was colored with red food dye. Let's hear it, Player 1. Use the Wii
What is
remote
Devil's
or press
Food
the
Cake?
corresponding direct. Hey, you're right.
Cakes for 400.
Please pick again. The Cheesecake Factory has put its famous cream cheese icing on this other type of cake. It's Player 1.
What is angel food? No, that's not right.
Any other takers? Okay, Player 2. Nope.
No, it's not a pound cake.
Anyone else? Yes, Player 3.
So that only leaves carrot cake.
Good. Player 3, back to you for
Under
our
the
next
Sea for
selection.
200.
We're flying past 10,000 feet on our way to this. The altitude will maintain en route 35,000 feet. Player 1,
What is cruising?
correct. You're out of the hole.
Cakes for 600.
Choose again, Player 1. Schwarzwalder Kirschtorte is known by this colorful name in English. It's Player 1.
What is Black Forest cake?
Good.
Okay.
Select again. This aluminum cake pan that sounds like a baseball play was invented by H. David Dahlquist in the early 1950s.
What is bunt?
Okay, Player 1. Yes.
Cakes for 1,000, please.
Player 1. As its name suggests, a trompe-l'oeil cake is one designed to deceive this sense. Yes, Player 1.
What is sight?
That is correct.
Under the Sea for
Player
400.
1. Back to you. Here's Kelly.
Ledger lines are for notes that don't fit on the 5-line staff, like this note that can be shown one line below the treble staff or one line above the bass staff.
What is middle C?
Let's hear it, Player 1. Good for you.
Under the Sea for 600.
You again, Player 1. The modern Hebrew and Arabic alphabets consist only of this type of letter. It's Player 1.
What is a consonant?
Yes. Player 1. It's the South American national capital city that fits the category. Player 1.
What is Cartagena? No.
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Here's the correct response. Caracas. We return to you, Player 1. Found in South Africa in 1905, this 3,106 carat diamond went to Amsterdam for cutting. Yes, Player 1.
What is the crown diamond?
No, that's not.
Oh, now I'm down to
Anyone else?
1,600. Having a bit of a rocky
Let's hear it.
start
Player
here.
2. You.
Holland.
Good. Back on the plus side. You get to pick again, player 2.
IHOP for 200.
The red type of this marsupial can leap over barriers as high as 6 feet. Okay, player 1.
What is a kangaroo?
Good.
There we go.
Choose again, player 1. This class of animals includes frogs and toads. Player 1.
What are amphibians?
Right you are.
Okay, IHOP for...
You again, player 1. The hare named for this country between France and the Netherlands is actually a rabbit. Let's hear it, player 1.
What is Luxembourg?
Sorry.
Wrong.
That's wrong.
Back to 1600.
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Here's what we were looking for. Belgium.
Oh.
Select again. A grasshopper shares the billing with one of these insects in the title of an Aesop fable.
What is the ant?
It's player 1. That's right. Way to go.
IHOP for 1,000.
Player 1. This tiny insect pest, Pulex irritans, can leap more than 130 times its own height. Yes, player 1.
What is the flea?
Yes.
Okay.
Player 1. Melbourne is in the Australian state named for this woman, a friend of Viscount Melbourne. Okay, player 1.
What is Victoria? Or who is Victoria?
Correct.
World geography for 400.
Please pick again. You can enter this European city via the Puerta de Bisagra and its U.S. namesake via exit 64 on the Ohio Turnpike. It's player 1.
What is Toledo?
That's it. Player 1. Paulistas live in a large city in this large South American country. Player 1.
What is Brazil?
Right.
World geography for 800.
We return to you.
There's the Daily Double.
It's the Daily Double. You are currently in the lead. Please select your wager, player 1, and the clue. This country's Grand Canal ends at the port of Hangzhou.
Going 4,400. What is China?
Congratulations, you're still in first.
Alright,
player
let's
1.
get to 9,000.
Player 1. It's Africa's highest mount that shares its name with a country. Okay, player 3.
Mount Niger.
Sorry, that's wrong.
Nope.
Any other takers?
50-50 shot.
Let's hear it, player 1.
Mount Kenya.
That's correct.
Up to 10 grand.
Please pick again, player 1. 1978. Just the way you are. Yes, player 1.
Who's Billy Joel?
You got it.
Okay. Grammy winners 400.
We return to you. 1966. Strangers in the Night. It's player 1.
Who is Frank Sinatra?
That's correct. Select again. 1992. Tears in Heaven. Okay, player 1.
Who is Eric Clapton?
Yep.
Okay, Grammy winners for 800.
Player 1. 1995. Kiss from a Rose. Let's hear it, player 1.
Who is Bono?
That's not it. Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? Player 3.
Seal?
That is correct.
Yes, that was
And you're back into some money. You again, player 3.
bookstore for 200.
Fever, 1793, depicts a teen's struggle during the 1793 epidemic of this colorful fever in Philadelphia. Yes, player 1.
What is yellow fever?
Right.
Okay, Narrators for 1,000, please.
You get to pick a 1973, Killing Me Softly with His Song. Let's hear it, player one.
Who's Roberta Flack?
Yeah, good. Player one.
Bookstore 1,000.
A secret code called New Shoe is pivotal to the plot of Snowflower and the Secret Fan, set in this country. Okay, player one.
Who's China?
You are correct.
Okay. Bookstore for 800, please.
Choose again, player one. Take a bite out of the Vampire Armand, the 6th book in her Vampire Chronicles. Player three.
Anne Rice? Yeah, that's it.
Player three, back to you for
Bookstore
our
400.
next selection. Ahab's wife tells a whale of a tale about a character mentioned briefly in this classic novel.
What is Moby
It's
Dick?
player one. Yeah, hey, you're right.
Now our final
And
clue
we'll
for
wrap up the
600.
board with this clue. Hope Was Here is a book about a teen waitress at the Welcome Stairways Diner in this dairy state. Yes, player one.
It is Wisconsin.
That's correct.
So I finished the Jeopardy round with 13,600.
Okay, we have player two.
Samuel with 4,000.
Means player two will go first in your double Jeopardy round.
Bit of a rocky start, but
Categories for the double Jeopardy round are Loyalty on Film,
royalty on film.
U.S. Museums,
U.S. Museum.
Missing Links.
Missing links.
This is your life, Abe Lincoln. Did you plan it that way?
Plan it that way,
And
and
death
Death
sentences.
sentences.
Let's get back into this
Those are
now.
the
You
categories
have
for
control
this
of the
round.
board. She began a
Death
famous
sentences,
poem,
400.
Because I could not stop for death, he kindly stopped for me. Player one,
It was Emily Dickinson.
that is correct.
Okay. Missing links for 400, please.
Player one, picking right up your blank oop.
Allie.
It's player Yes. Choose again, player one. Ohio blank wedding anniversary.
Silver.
Okay, player one. That's
Missing
correct.
links for 1,200. And I'm hoping there's a daily double
We
in
return
here.
to you. Break the blank of
West
America.
Bank.
Yes, player one. Right.
1,600, please.
Please pick again. Fall by the blank in. Let's hear it,
That's
player
Wayside.
one. That is correct.
18,000. Missing links for
Select
2,000,
again.
please. All right.
Answer. The first of the two daily doubles.
I'm going for
And
all
you
of it.
have the
A
lead.
true daily double.
The clue. News blank photography.
What is Flash?
That puts you even further
So
ahead.
I'm at $36,000.
Player one. Back orbiting at about 67 million miles. It's the second planet from the sun.
What is Venus?
It's player one. Right you are.
Planet for
You get to pick again, player
Its
one. Moon Ganymede is the largest in the solar system. Let's hear it, player
Alright.
one.
Ganymede is the moon of which planet? What is Saturn?
No.
No, that's not it.
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Here's the correct response. Jupiter.
Jupiter. I was one planet off.
Player one. The least dense planet in the solar system. It would actually float if you could find a big enough tub to put it in. Here's the response we were looking for. Saturn.
Now is the time for Saturn.
Player one. Pick it.
There's the other daily double.
The second daily double. You are in first place. Decide on your wager, player
Okay, I'm
one.
gonna go for 14,600.
Here is your daily double clue. In 2005, NASA experimented with a low-pressure greenhouse to grow plants on this carbon dioxide-rich planet.
What is Venus?
Even so,
Wrong.
still in the lead. Here's what we wanted. Mars.
But it's still in the lead.
Player 1, in 1781, it became the first planet discovered in modern times. Yes, player 2.
Uranus?
That's right, way to go. You again, player 2.
Death sentence for 8.
Joseph Stalin reportedly said, "A single death is a tragedy. A million deaths is a this." Okay, player 1.
What is a statistic?
You got it.
There we go.
Please pick again, player 1.
No more daily doubles, by the way.
You can get customized gree-gree bags at the historic Voodoo Museum on Dumaine Street in this city. Player 1? That's it. Player 1, as this society has a long history, maps were the theme of a major 2007 exhibit at its museum, Explorers Hall. Let's hear it, player 3.
National Geographic.
Right. Select again.
Death sentence for
If
12.
I could drop dead right now, I'd be the happiest man alive, is attributed to this movie mogul. It's player 1. Yes. You get to pick again. For what is it to die but to stand naked in the wind and to melt into the sun? He wrote in The Prophet. Player 3?
Omar Khayyam. No.
Sorry. Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? Okay, player 1.
Who's Lao Tzu? Wrong.
That's incorrect. Anyone else? Yes, player 2. Good.
Neil Gibran.
You again, player 2.
Death sentence for 2000.
In his holy sonnets, he wrote, "Death, be not proud, though some have called thee mighty and dreadful." We're talking about John Donne. Player 2, you pick again, please.
Royalty and Phil for
Helen Mirren as this queen in The Queen. Player 1?
Who is Queen Elizabeth II?
Correct. We return to you, Kate Blanchett in 1998 as this title queen. It's player 1.
Who is Catherine the Great?
Sorry, that's wrong. Any other takers? Here's the correct response. Elizabeth I.
Oh. Okay.
Player 1, back to you. You can ham it up at a museum in this Virginia town. It houses a ham cured in 1902. Let's hear it, player 1.
Was Alexandria?
Sorry.
Wrong.
Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? Here's what we were looking for. Smithfield.
Oh.
Choose again, player 1. The U.S. Space and Rocket Center in this Alabama city contains a vast collection of rockets and space memorabilia. Yes, player 1.
Was Birmingham? No.
Anyone else?
Oh, and I was leaning towards Huntsville. Please don't tell me that was it.
The correct response is Huntsville.
Derp.
Player 1. An arm of the Simon Wiesenthal Center, the LA Museum of This, teaches about bigotry, racism, and the Holocaust. Okay, Player 1.
Ah!
Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Let's hear it, Player 3.
Tolerance.
Correct.
Oh, man, now I'm starting to let them get back into the game, and I can't do that.
Kirsten Dunst in 2006 as this title queen. Player 1.
Who is Marie Antoinette?
Yes.
There we go.
Player 1. Robert Shaw was him in A Man for All Seasons. Here's what we wanted. Henry VIII.
Henry VIII.
We return to you, Player 1. Katharine Hepburn was her in The Lion in Winter. It's Player 1.
Who's Lady Jane Grey?
Nope.
No, and I'm down to 15,800.
Any other takers?
Oh dear. Oh dear. This is not going well right now at
Yes,
all.
Player 2. Good for you.
Eleanor of Aquitaine. Katie's at 6,200.
You get to pick again, Player 2. In 1870, Congress granted her an annual pension of $3,000. Call her Sugar, Mama, or simply your wife. Here's... Here's the correct response. Mary Lincoln. You again, Player 2. You said of this general, I can't spare this man, he fights. He sure seems to be enjoying the green room. It's... Okay, Player 1.
Who's Ulysses S. Grant?
Yep.
Abe Lincoln for
Player 1.
2000.
Secretary of War for Franklin Pierce. Some called him Mr. President, though certainly not you. Say hello to... Here's the response we were looking for. Jefferson Davis. Please pick again. You said if this general is not using the army, I should like to borrow it for a while. Say hello to... It's Player 1.
Who's Ambrose Burnside?
No.
I'm down to 15,000.
Anyone else care to try to come up with a correct response? Let's hear it, Player 3.
William Sherman?
Sorry, that's
No.
wrong. Anyone else want to hazard a guess on this? Player 2. Good.
Last one.
And we'll wrap up the board with this clue. In 1860, he got 12 electoral votes, but you got the job. Feel free to debate. Yes, Player 1.
Who's Horace Greeley? Wrong, so I'm not gonna have a runaway game.
Any other takers? We're talking about Stephen Douglas. All three of you will participate in Final Jeopardy right after this. Consider your wagers carefully as you think on this category. American
I made this
authors.
closer than I needed to.
What are you going to wager?
Let's see. 7,800, so shoot a double. It's 15,006.
Each
I'm gonna make
direction
things
on the
interesting
bucket
and try for a tie.
represents a different response. Press a direction. Select an answer. The final Jeopardy clue is, injured on the Austro-Italian front on July 8, 1918, he also crossed the English Channel with U.S. forces on D-Day.
Miss Faulkner.
Let's see your response.
He says James Fur.
Sorry, that incorrect response will drop your score by...
So he loses all 600.
And your response?
Hemingway.
With that correct response, you will gain...
She bet 6,005. So she goes to 13,805. She's in the lead by $5.
What did you put as your response?
Faulkner, and that's wrong.
That will lose you.
So I dropped to 12,000 and I finish in second
Ahead
place.
as our champion, player 2.
Oh, my run for Jeopardy for the Nintendo Wii is over. But I had a nice long run with this game. 27 wins, 1,050,000. That's not. No, actually, it's 1,052,000 because I got 2,000 for finishing in second place. Oh well. I'll see you all next time.